beautiful and amazing people. Yes, we are back again, and this is the Gang Corner from the Gang Reality TV show. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. This week has been just a mixture of a lot of things, from the party to the taxes. We had a debate this week, and it has just been beautiful, full of a lot of experience. And yes, in case you missed out on watching the show this week we were actually reshuffled, which I'm going to talk about with my guest. But first of all, let me send a big shout out to the sponsor of today, Classic Makeup USA. We are all looking glamorous thanks to Classic. You know what I'm saying? So make sure that you sit tight. Don't go anywhere, because today's topic is super interesting. I would move forward to introduce my guest in the building, because I'm not going to be doing this alone as usual. I have my homegirls in the building. On my left-hand side, I have my girl all the way from Ghana to Nigeria. Comfort! Make some noise. And I have my homegirl too. The girl with the black attitude herself. Make some noise. Wow. This episode is different. This episode is really different because we're all ladies here. I don't know if you noticed that. Yeah. So the topic of today is low self-esteem and jealousy. How does low self-esteem, what does it have to do with jealousy? Let's just dive straight into it. So Comfort, tell us, what do you think low self-esteem is?
To me,
yeah,
my personal experience when it comes to low self-esteem is when sometimes I don't believe in myself that I can actually do a particular thing at a particular time. And then I start to doubt my personality, and then it's like my spirit is all down. I don't believe in myself.
Yeah.
It makes me feel unusual, like you can't do it, you can do it, you can do it. The doubt makes me feel that way, so that's what I can say about low self-esteem.
Okay. So I feel like low self-esteem, just like she said, is that point where you feel like you're not good enough, that point where your confidence is dimmed, that point where you feel like someone else is doing better than you are. So back to you, black attitude. Why do you think that people show jealousy when someone else is succeeding?
Well, like you asked earlier, most of these things come from a place of self-hate and low self-esteem, because the ability for you to feel or begin to have this feeling of disdainment towards someone else is coming a lot from someone that lacks self-confidence, that lacks the ability to be themselves and not feel like they have to bring someone else down, or they feel like someone else's light has to be dim for them to shine. Because the thing is that people have different ways they go about things. The people that have this disposition that shows that they are bold, but deep down they are broken. So most times, don't pay attention to what people say. Pay attention to what they do, how they communicate some things. Because it will always show. No matter how an individual tries to, hide and cover it, it will always show. So basically, people do that because they have low self-esteem, they have less value for themselves, and they don't feel they are enough. So they want someone else they can drag down with them just to make themselves feel a bit better about themselves. So yeah.
Great. I feel like one of the reasons to curb jealousy is try not to compare yourself to someone else. Yes, try not to compare yourself to someone else. I can't compare myself to Comfort, because Comfort has her own, she has her own powers, she has her own prowess, and I have mine. You get? So I feel like by the time I start comparing myself to her, I feel like she has this, I don't have that. She also feels like I have this, she doesn't have that. I think that's where jealousy comes in. So next question to you, Comfort. How do you think that we can curb the habit of jealousy? How can we reduce the habit of jealousy? Because in every person, I feel like there's this little jealousy.
Of course.
So how do you think we can reduce
that.
that? Yes.
First of all, you have to believe in yourself.
Okay.
Yes. Believing in yourself is very, very important. Like, sometimes there's a saying in Ghana that if at first you don't succeed,
Yeah.
you should try again.
True.
Keep trying till you succeed. Keep trying, and then keep motivating yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I can do it. When someone first go ahead of you to do it,
Yeah.
doesn't mean you can't be the second.
First.
The first will never be the last.
True.
Yes. And then sometimes the Bible really, really helps. Sometimes when you are feeling some kind of way, you see, Black is very beautiful. She's very intelligent.
Yeah.
And then she has this kind of character that when she stands, you know, yes, this is a lady that has enthusiasm,
Yeah.
who is ready to learn and unlearn the things that is not good.
Yeah.
So now me, on the other hand, I might not be good as she is. Do you understand?
Okay.
Then when she stands to speak, there is a particular respect people might be giving her that they don't give me.
Okay.
So does that mean I should feel jealous? No, but as my friend she is, I can get close to him like, Black, how do you do it? Can you teach me? I want to learn.
You want to learn?
Yes. So sometimes you are willing to learn from someone doesn't mean you are stupid. Doesn't mean it will dim the light that will shine. People
Yeah.
teach you and then you become better
Yes,
than
true.
them. So humbleness clears jealousy. That's why the Bible always says, like, if you read the Bible and you go deep into
you
it,
understand it.
you understand that jealousy is really not important. You just have to approach the person and be like, my sister, can you teach me how you do this? I saw you doing this and that. I can't do it. So please, can you teach me? That jealousy will be off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Just the other day we were watching a very interesting movie from Breeze production, and it's titled Signature. Just in case you've not watched that movie, I tell you, you need to watch it because there are a lot of lessons to be learnt. In that movie, there was lessons of jealousy. Yes, because her friend was jealous of her, and all of the things that were happening behind the scenes was instigated by her friend. So how did that make you feel watching that movie, Black Attitude?
Well, to be very honest, it didn't make me feel any kind of way, because if you understand the concept of human nature, you find out that there are things that are bound to happen.
Yeah.
There are things that always occur. It's like a constant thing, right? So the pickup thing I learned from it basically is that we will always be humans in our dealings. We'll always get in situations where it seems like we are stuck and we have to find a way to get out of it, or how to manage and handle it.
Yeah.
So basically what I picked from that movie is just to always pay attention to people around you. Because sometimes there are people that can be around you and then you don't even know that they give us some kind of energy.
Yeah.
And you feel like, oh, because they are close to you, you don't get to see them. Like, you don't really get to like see them. You only get to easily see people that are far from you. So I feel like when you are around people, no matter how, whatever you think you are, no matter how good you are, no matter how, because I feel like even from that movie, regardless of the fact that she was good and all that, she still carried her friends along.
She did.
It was something she did, so that was exceptional about her, and that is why people like that will always win in life.
Yeah.
Because they always stand out. They have no atom of hatred or jealousy in them, and somehow the universe always fights for them. So basically, what I have to say, what I'm trying to say in essence is that the movie taught me to always pay attention to people that are close to you. You should not always think that sometimes the enemies are people that are far from you. It could actually be someone that is close to you that actually looks like they love you so much.
Yeah.
But because of the fact that they're putting up a front to show that they love you, you don't get to see them for what they truly are. So
Yeah.
basically for me, because I feel like if she had paid more attention, she would have been able to read between
would
the
have been
lines
able
and
to
maybe to
notice.
spot something,
Yeah, she would
So
have.
basically that's what I have. That's how the movie made me feel. I wasn't surprised because it's bound to happen, but then it's like a wake-up call to always like pay attention to your environment and never always think that things that happen to you are far away from you. They're usually things that are, closer than you think.
Closer
So,
than you
yeah.
think.
Yeah.
So Comfort, back to you, same question, because we all watched and enjoyed this movie together with popcorn and malls, and I trust that you learned some lessons.
Yes,
So let us know.
yes,
Yeah.
I did. I learned a lot from um, her friend.
Okay.
A friend who carries you along. A friend who shares glory with you.
With you.
What possibly could have happened?
Because she
That
was basically
she
sharing
was-
the social media
I
handles
mean,
of her
I
friends.
mean, like always telling her followers to follow,
Follow them.
always giving job like choose the 10 winners,
Yeah.
do this, do this. That shows we are human beings. Because no matter how good you will do to human being, they will still find
Finding fault.
yes, something that is not reasonable. All the reasons she was giving for treating the friend that way was not reasonable to me. Because we all saw her friend doing the best for all of them and all that. But my lesson is that, she said it already, just pay attention to whatever that, the little things that goes on around
Your
you,
environment.
within your friends. Your instincts can never lie. I always say that.
Okay.
It can, and Black is one example of that.
Yeah.
When she say is this, don't argue, just sit. Give me 2 days or 3 days. It will happen.
definitely going
yes,
to
it will
fall.
happen. Her instincts doesn't lie. So when you are with such a friend and it's like comfort, this, and you are like, oh, you think too much. You dim her spirit, because that's the kind of person that she is. And people are born and they have their own
They
gifts.
have their own gifts. Yes.
Yes. So if you have that kind of friend telling you this is going on,
Yeah.
you have to pay attention.
You have to
towards
pay
it.
attention.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. So, what are the questions one needs to ask his or herself to relieve you from the spirits of jealousy? I feel like one of the important things is rather feeling grateful. You have to be grateful for the little things you have achieved. Those things you're calling little in the first place, someone else may not have as much. Yeah. So feel grateful. You can write down the things that you were grateful for. I feel like this will help you appreciate yourself more. What do you think? What do you think are the questions one needs to ask his or herself to relieve that person of the spirit of jealousy?
Yeah, when you were making your points, there was something I was able to pick up from it.
Okay.
Because being grateful is a very constant, factor. And also understanding that we are humans with our strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah.
Because you might be jealous of someone who is just trying to conquer their fears.
True.
Because everybody's a work in progress. The fact that some people know how to carry their burden gracefully without showing it to the world doesn't mean they don't have their struggles. So you should understand that you are unique and you should be more focused on building yourself as an individual and staying on your path, walking your path, rather than trying to look at, because one thing that happens to people is that there are people on a race, trying to race to get to a destination.
Yeah.
Find that the moment you stop focusing on your lane, on your track, and start looking at your neighbors, you miss it.
You miss it.
You'll be left behind. And you have nothing but yourself to blame. Because the time you spend getting distracted is the time you should be putting into work. That is doing the work. So in a nutshell, all I'm trying to say is this. Aside the fact that you have to be grateful, you also have to realize that we all are different and we have our strengths and weaknesses. And realize that whoever it is you think is all that have their struggles and are just trying to get by. So for anything you see, it should be a wake-up call for you to get busy and, keep it in your work, because nobody has it all figured out.
Yeah, saying that there's this friend of mine, like online friendship, a lady.
Okay.
She always wear these expensive wigs and look very good.
Okay.
Like all her pictures she posts, very nice. I'll be like, one day I'll come and visit you. One day I'll come and visit you. And I was like, how does this girl always look nice?
Look nice
do
like
this, do this. And then I'm like, okay, so one day I was like, let me meet this girl. Let me ask her. Let me see. I like to know what's there. So I then meet this girl, and then I was talking to her. I realized the girl was very, very broke.
Oh my God.
Very, very. Then I asked her, why do you then put out that kind of
Money,
picture outside, making it look like you are okay, rather than approaching people to help you? You just make it look like you are fine and all that. So when I got back home, I'm like, Omo, I'm okay.
You're okay.
Hey, I'm okay.
Ew.
I'm okay. Everything of mine is fine. I'm eating.
At
I'm
that point, you
sleeping.
realize that, yes.
At that point, that brings me back to your point. You have to be grateful.
Yeah.
For every little thing that you have. Something that you really struggle to get by yourself. You have to be grateful because no one else will be grateful for you.
Definitely, no one,
Yes.
no one.
Yes,
no one,
exactly.
no one, no one.
Ah.
I feel like it's a good thing to be competitive because I'm a very competitive person. And sometimes competitiveness contradicts or come along with jealousy. Hmm? Do you get that? Sometimes being competitive, for instance, Black is my friend, and I know she's a competitive person, and I am a competitive person as well. But in the race of achieving success, we get to clash. Do you think competitiveness breeds jealousy? Do you think being competitive as a person breeds jealousy?
No,
Okay.
it doesn't for me.
Okay.
Because I see healthy competitions. There are people, at least we are in the gang house, right?
Yeah.
There's someone in this house that I see as a competition, but I never see from an angle of jealousy.
Okay.
I could throw playful cards like, oh, I will get to do this and I'm going to, it's just like, for me, it's a wake-up call to do better.
Yeah.
Because when I know that this person is out there doing something, I'm thinking of how can I do better? Like, not like, I'm not saying, it's more like the person challenges me mentally to want to do more and to bring out the better version of me. It does not give me any kind of, there's no negative
Vibe
coming from there, never. It just helps me tap into myself and try to like see how far and how deep I can go. Just to like make this person feel like, oh, this guy is actually eating and all of that. Not like there's no such thing. For me, nah, it doesn't. For me, it doesn't.
So back to you, Comfort. Do you think that competitiveness breeds jealousy?
Please, I don't stress myself. Something that I'm not good at, I won't try it.
Yeah.
I'll give up. Example, the head of house game.
Okay.
I tried this thing.
It wasn't
I was trying this thing like countless of time. I do the thing before. And I'm like, then there's someone right behind me that is actually at that level. And I'm like, so why am I wasting time? Let me just give my things to this person so that the person will win. After all, the person is our friend. So it's all of us. It's a win for all of us.
Do you know that made me see you like in a different light? Because it really takes a lot of sacrifice, yeah, to be able to say, no, I'm not doing this again. Because the head of house comes with immunity.
Yes.
So how did that make you feel? Did you feel some type of way? Do you think he appreciated you enough for what you did?
He appreciated me by choosing my friend as the assistant.
Okay.
Head of house. You understand? And sometimes it is your capacity. If I were to be given that position, I won't mind you. You suffer alone. I don't like stress. I don't like to stress myself. So I was very happy that he appreciated it in a kind of way that he didn't choose any other person to assist him, but rather a friend, like someone I'm very close to. That's enough for me. That's enough for me. But me, there's no competition anyway.
No competition.
No, I don't stress myself. I'm a baby girl. I won't stress myself.
She's a baby girl.
Yes.
So take it home today that the only competition that you have should be yourself.
Yourself.
Learn to grow yourself, learn to be confident in yourself. Just know that you have this power, you have this prowess that you need to harness and be a better person. It doesn't mean that someone else is better than you, but just be on your lane, do your thing. You get it? You get it? Big shout out to the Gang Reality TV show, because it is through this platform that we are doing this. It's through this platform that we're bringing this amazing, amazing show to you. Today you'll be getting a gift back from Classic.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you, baby girl. I appreciate it.
There you go, too.
Thank you so much.
All right, so we've come to the end of today's show. Make sure that you join us next time. Make sure that you're also watching the show on Plus TV Africa channel 408 on DSTV. So we come your way again. Keep spreading love.